We are also being joined by Major General Yaakov Amidror. Major General Amidror is the former National Security Advisor to the Prime Minister of Israel and the head of the National Security Council. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
I would like to begin by asking you, as a former member, as a former advisory who understands security apparatus, where do you think has the lapse happened? Where do you think the lapse has occurred?
We know that we failed at the beginning and we were surprised, but we decided not to invest time and energy on the investigation, but to focus all our energy and time and capabilities to win the war that we are in. So there is no clear answer to the question about the failure because we don't know. And we will have to make a very deep investigation afterwards. It will be an hour after the war and not before that. And only then we will have good answers to the question. But we know that we failed. The system didn't work at the few beginning hours, and the results are devastating.
Sure, and eliminating Hamas, as Israel is unequivocal about. Now, this needs ground offensive. Do you think that's possible with the kind of collateral damage that one can expect out of this?
I don't know what collateral damage you speak about. If you speak about the 1,000 civilians which had been butchered, killed and massacred by the Hamas, yes, it's a huge collateral damage. If you speak about families which had been butchered in their homes, babies in their beds, yes, it's a huge collateral damage. I don't know about another collateral damage because we are letting the civilian people in Gaza to move out of the battlefield. We even ask them to do it. So everyone who wants to save your life can go out of the battlefield to the open area south of the Gaza city, and no one will be attacked in this place. So I don't see any collateral damage to people. I mean, buildings will be destroyed and so on and so forth because we are running after a terror organization which have holes and underground tunnels everywhere. But people can save their life by moving in Gaza to the south center of the street, and there no one will attack them.
Sure. I mean, the kind of collateral damage we were referring to was with respect to whether, and that's my next question, do you think it is possible for the evacuation of at least half, which is 1.1 million population of Gaza, within 24 hours?
If they will do it after 36 hours, no one will say a word about it. But they have time. It's not far away. It's probably less than 25 kilometers away from the center of Gaza Street. They can walk, they can drive, no one will stop them, no one will bomb them. They can go out of the city and save their life because we are going to kill every member of Hamas inside the battlefield, and we will be will be very pleasant if the non-soldiers, the non-members of the Hamas, the families, the civilians, the innocent people behind which Hamas is fighting now will be evacuated, and Hamas will not use its own people as a shield. You know, ironically, it's very interesting. I just think about it. Hamas is an organization which is acting from within its own civilian people, and its targets are civilian people on the other side. So civilians are very much involved by Hamas as a shield in the Gaza side and as targets to slaughter in the other side. We will not Hamas to survive at the end of the day with all the problems that we might face and the challenges. Hamas will not exist after the war as an organization in Gaza. We will demolish it, we will destroy it, we'll go after him one by one. And the fact that the people from Gaza will suffer, no question. But the question should go to the Hamas. It's not our initiative, it's Hamas' initiative.
So, but what if we talk about de-escalation instead? Is that a possibility? And my question is that in that case, who do you think can impress upon Hamas to resolve the hostage crisis, to resolve the crisis that could lead to an escalation of the situation? Is there a possibility of that, in your opinion?
Think about an operation that will be done with one of your neighbors, and the number of the casualties in India will be 100,000 people. 100,000 people. This is the number equivalent to the population of Israel, of course. Do you think that India will de-escalate after such an operation? That the 100,000 civilians will be killed by one of your neighbors? Will you ask your government to de-escalate after such an operation? To ask Israel a question about de-escalation after having 1,400 people killed, thousands of them civilians. Do you think that Israel should de-escalate or go after the organization which is even more cruel than ISIS or Al-Qaeda, and to kill them one by one? I think that the Indian answer would be very clear. India will not de-escalate after someone butchered 100,000 of its population.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, there, but, let's just stick to the question. We could go on and on about if we were to draw references, but yes, we do get your point. And thank you for taking time out and joining us and giving us all those insights. Thank you.
Thank you very much.